When you're doing the grid in the Warcraft Rumble shop, you're going to end up coming across situations like this, where on the top right of the grid, it has an upgrade arrow and 270 coins to get 4 stars, indicating that this will enable me to upgrade my skeleton party to uncommon. But this can be a little bit of a bait, and I'll explain why. So one of the things we want to do as we're progressing in Warcraft Rumble is level up our account level. And you can see right here the collection level, it's called in game, where I'm level 28 and I'm 44 out of 50. So I'm really close to leveling up. If you upgrade the rarity of a mini, you get credit for 5 of the collection level. So I would go from 44 to 49 out of 50 if I upgrade my skeleton party. But the reason that I say this can be a little bit of a bait is if I'm trying to upgrade to uncommon, which is a very efficient way to increase my collection level, upgrading a bunch of my minis to uncommon. Once you get like your baseline level of the minis you want and the talents you want, the next kind of phase and goal within the grid is to upgrade a bunch of stuff to uncommon so that you can be more efficient with your time and raise this collection level. I've talked about that in a few different videos. But anyway, the point being is when you see this, initially you might think it's a really good idea because you're going to upgrade this mini and you're getting 4 stars for 270. And that is better than the average baseline price because it would cost 90 per. So to get 4, you would do 90 times 4 is 360. So on the surface, this seems like you're saving coins, you're upgrading a mini, and it's a slam dunk that you should definitely do. But if I go over to my collection and I look at my skeleton party, what you can see is right now I am 1 out of 3 for my stars. So I only need 2 stars to upgrade my skeleton party to the next rarity of uncommon. They're common right now. If I get 2 more stars, I'll be 3 out of 3, and then I can progress them to uncommon and raise my collection level closer to that next tier. But in my case, right now, at least for the foreseeable future, in the next few weeks or next couple months, Skeleton Party is not part of any of my decks, so I'm just trying to progress it to uncommon for the collection level bonus. So is there really any point for me to acquire 4 stars and take this all the way in to the next tier? Because I'm going to need all the way up to 10 stars to get it to rare. So is there any point for me to be at 1 or 2 out of 10 for the next few months? Not really. I would kind of just be wasting the extra coins that it would cost. Because for the next few months, all I want is 2 more stars of Skeleton Party to upgrade it to the next tier. 2 more stars in the grid would cost me 180 coins. Right here, they want 270. So if I were wanting to really min-max my coins into the minis that I actually use and into progressing my account, I could save 90 of them by being patient and waiting to get the copies 1 at a time and then just upgrade them with the minimum requirement. I don't need to go into that next tier until my account progresses a little bit more or they get buffed or something and I want to use Skeleton Party in one of my decks, which doesn't really seem like a big deal. But if you make a decision like this 11 or 12 times, all of a sudden that's 1,000 coins, and you're gonna have to make choices like this a few times a week, so it definitely adds up pretty quickly. So normally just playing off camera, I would hold off and not purchase this, but because I'm recording and I'm forwarding information, I'll show you kind of what I mean here. So I'm going to spend the 270 on these 4 stars, and then what it's going to do is allow me to upgrade them from common to uncommon, and then you'll see how I'm wasting those coins, and they're just going to sit there for the next few months because I have stars I'm not going to utilize. So when I go over to my collection and I show you my skeleton party right here, you can see that now I am 2 out of 10, and that's what I was talking about. Is I would rather have this just be 0 out of 10 and get the upgrade to uncommon for as cheap as possible. It also is super important to upgrade stuff to uncommon because you can start slowly acquiring the best talents. When you get to uncommon, you'll have 1 open slot right there for a talent, and you can pick which one is your favorite and then be patient to acquire it when it shows up in the shop. And you can kind of slowly, over the course of a few months while you're playing the game, start to fill out the best talent, or at least your most favorite talent for each mini that you'll ever think about using. So now I'm sitting here at 2 out of 10, but it's going to be months until I get them to 10 out of 10. So I'm kind of just wasting those 2 stars sitting there. And like I explained, in the short term, I could have saved a few coins and been able to spend them somewhere else to maybe acquire talents for minis that I use more often and stuff like that. But for some of you out there that are spenders, maybe medium to high tier spenders, it actually is efficient just to go ahead and upgrade this stuff like this when you see it, because it's going to raise your collection level, and over time these minis are going to get adjusted. There's going to be balance changes, there's going to be new content that comes out, so you really can't go wrong by just generally generally increasing everything on your account. So if you've got the coins, you've got the resources, then something like this would be an efficient way to acquire minis and just kind of slowly grind up the overall progression of your account. Because if I back out and I pull up my account, I should be 49 out of 50. And you see right there, I went from 44 to 49 out of 50 because of getting the 5 that I got for upgrading them to that next tier of uncommon. It progressed me pretty close here to the next level of collection level. So what I wish they would do is in the shop, I wish it would show you your current upgrade status even when it is upgrading them, because when it just says upgrade to the next level, it wasn't really showing me, am I gonna overshoot it by 1, by 2? I don't really know where my star count is gonna be. It just says upgrade to uncommon and do it now, and it seems like a really good idea. But for some of you out there, it may make sense for how you're managing your coins and where you're at on your account to kind of pay attention to maybe not always YOLOing for those upgrades if it's something you don't use. So yeah, remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Warcraft Rumble content. I appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.